now so I won't have to forever hold my peace.
These are those rare child star success stories.
Ah! It's a good one.
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 child actors who turned into successful adult actors.
May I ride him, Mr. Reed?
Ride this horse.
Oh, please let me ride him.
For this list, we're looking at actors who impressed us as youngsters and then impressed us again as successful adults.
And that's kicking your ass.
However, we're excluding young actors who have yet to have long and fruitful careers as adults, like Dakota Fanning or the Harry Potter trio, as well as actors who began in their teens, like Neil Patrick Harris and Leonardo DiCaprio.
A big boy.
Number 10. Elijah Wood.
Oh, man.
If any Hollywood actor knows the importance of initiative, it's this guy.
Connie didn't just slip. You don't know what he is.
You may recognize him as Frodo Baggins from the massively popular Lord of the Rings trilogy. But he might never have been cast had it not been for the audition tape he took it upon himself to send in. His turn as Frodo made him an international star and helped the world to see him as a man instead of the boy from films like North, The Good Son, and that one scene from Back to the Future 2.
Use your hands? That's like a baby's toy.
Wood has since shown the world his abilities in breakthrough roles in Sin City and Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, proving he'll be around for a while.
It's a little weird. My girlfriend situation.
I'm sure it is.
Number 9. Kurt Russell.
Hey, kid, how would you like to kick me in the shin?
How would I like to kick you in the shin? Mister, are you drunk?
No.
A legendary Hollywood star who had his first film role beside Elvis Presley at age 11. Kurt Russell's career has spanned 5 decades, and his success has remained relatively constant.
It was one of those things out there, trying to imitate him, Gary.
An actor who, according to some sources, was Disney's top star of the 1970s, Russell transitioned easily from more family-friendly fare to more mature or straight-up badass roles.
You want to see him sprayed all over that map, baby? Where's the president?
An A-list actor who's also become a cult film darling. Russell's collaborations with John Carpenter ensured he'd remain relevant to a whole new generation of action flick fans.
Adams. They're all nuts.
Number 8. Drew Barrymore.
It's a big, good.
And banjo.
When she first came to prominence as a child star in E.T., to say that she was adorable seems like we're woefully understating things.
Elliot.
What?
Elliot.
I taught him how to talk now. He can talk now.
In one of the most successful movies of all time, Drew managed to shine even though her role easily could have been forgettable in the hands of most young actors. But the pressure of stardom and being part of one of America's most famous acting dynasties finally got to her, and it seemed as though she might end up like so many child stars whose lives hit the skids. Fortunately, she began rebuilding in the late 90s and has continued her reign as a very bankable star.
King Kong Palm.
Number 7. Elizabeth Taylor.
I hope you won't worry too much about Lassie. I'll take care of her. Really, I will.
Inciting a bidding war in the era of movie studio contracts, Elizabeth Taylor had both Universal and MGM banging down her door due to their belief that she was a star in the making.
I know. I ought to be grateful, but I can't help it. I want it all quickly.
To say they were right is an understatement.
I am worshipped by millions who believe it.
Appearing more serious and somehow older than many of her similarly aged counterparts, Elizabeth's focus eventually became one of her most priceless strengths.
Are you in love with him?
Yes, I think so.
Now, will you do me a favor and run along to bed?
A woman whose star power was so strong, she remained a highly sought-after celebrity years after her acting career went mostly dormant. Taylor's beauty and acting chops played as a child and as an adult.
Some men would give their right arm for the chance.
Alas, Martha, in reality, it works out that the sacrifice is of a somewhat more private portion of the anatomy.
Number 6. Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
If there's a God, if you're a man or a woman.
After starting his screen career as a tyke, Gordon-Levitt became one of the stars of the long-running but underrated sitcom Third Rock from the Sun, in a role that allowed him to show off his stellar comedic timing and know-how as an old man trapped in a youthful body.
I'm in command.
Yeah, well, I'm in puberty, pal.
Once that show came to an end, he tried his hand at more dramatic roles and indie flicks.
You did? I didn't know. That's great.
Before shedding his boyish persona almost entirely and ultimately becoming a star in big-budget films.
Cobb can't build anymore, can he?
I don't know if he can't, but he won't.
Number 5. Anna Paquin. One of the youngest performers ever to win an Academy Award, Paquin's early years in the film industry were marked by a playful spirit and an ability to tackle weighty subjects.
Mother says she can't stand to teach piano with it all out of tune. So I'm to do scales.
When it came time to transition to on-screen adulthood, she never missed a beat.
First boy I ever kissed ended up in a coma for 3 weeks.
With excellent appearances in respected films like the X-Men series, 25th Hour, and Almost Famous. Finally completely coming of age for most audiences thanks to her starring role in True Blood, Anna seems poised to have a lengthy and celebrated career in years to come.
What can I get for you tonight?
Number 4. Mickey Rooney. Beginning acting at the ripe old age of 6, Mickey Rooney spent the rest of his 93 years on this planet making appearances in front of the cameras. And though this star may have passed away, his legacy lives on.
Do you feel all right?
Oh.
One of the last living silent film era stars, and a Hollywood heavyweight with one of the longest careers going. Mickey proved his skills with acclaimed roles including A Midsummer Night's Dream at age 15, and an Academy Award-nominated performance at almost 60 in The Black Stallion.
You don't want him to outbreak you. You know what that means? That horse starts to settle. They open that gate, wham, like that, and some of them just scat, whap.
Mickey Rooney won awards, receipts, and hearts over the course of a multi-decade career with his humor, charm, and genuine talent.
Who's flying the plane? Over.
What do you mean, who's flying the plane? Nobody's flying the plane!
Number 3. Natalie Portman.
What's your name?
Matilda.
Viewers were introduced to Ms. Portman when she was barely in her tweens, but even then, her skills made her an acting heavyweight who was wise beyond her years, and as mature as her co-stars Gary Oldman and Jean Reno in Leon the Professional.
I work for you, and in exchange, you teach me how to clean. What do you think?
Ironically, when she was finally awarded an Oscar for her work, it was for her role as a woman who in many ways was childlike and repressed, living under the thumb of her mother.
Sure you don't want me to come with you? You sweet girl.
Whatever her age or whichever emotion she's evoking, Natalie Portman is a talented actress of the highest regard, who's transitioned from child star to adult star with grace.
Annie? My goodness, you've grown.
So have you. Grown more beautiful, I mean. Well, for a senator, I mean.
Number 2. Christian Bale. When viewing the intense, often angry performances of Christian Bale's recent years, it's difficult to believe he was once a cute child actor or a singing and dancing teen. But we have the movies to prove it.
Where does it say you gotta live and die here? Where does it say a guy can't catch a break?
If you can get past his baby face and instead focus on the gravitas he brought to his characters at such an early age, his current trajectory makes perfect sense.
I didn't mean it. It was a joke.
You can see the kind of passion even then that could lead an actor to lose and gain weight for roles, even to the detriment of his health, and can catch glimpses of a thespian who could later lose himself entirely in his work.
I mean, I guess I'm a pretty sick guy.
Before we reveal our top pick, here are some honorable mentions.
He's a real devil.
I'm standing here on the international border between Canada and the U.S. Just over this bridge is my hometown of Cornwall, Ontario.
Good evening, Miss Summers.
Good evening.
Allow me to say that you look exceptionally beautiful this evening.
Thank you, Derek.
You're the epitome of grace. Style and low-cut sophistication.
One-Eyed Willie. Yeah, he was the most famous pirate in his time. My dad told me all about him once.
You need to keep alert for lizards and rattlesnakes. Rattlesnakes?
Number 1. Jodie Foster.
I understand. And it means something, really.
A massively talented and respected actress who first earned an Academy Award nomination at 15 after a long list of performances, and who took home the trophy twice over the following 15 years, Foster earned her place in Hollywood.
Most serial killers keep some sort of trophies from their victims.
I didn't.
No. No, you ate yours.
After making her screen debut at the age of 3, she's finally transitioned to the director's chair, and her peers hold her in such esteem that she seems to make whatever project she spearheads a reality, including a film about a man and his beaver puppet.
Who are you? I'm the Beaver, Walter, and I'm here to save your goddamn life.
There are few actors who've created as many well-remembered characters as Ms. Foster.
You spook easily, Starling?
Not yet, sir.
Do you agree with our list? Which child actor do you think became a successful adult actor? For more acting top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.